Okay, folks, and like I was saying in my last video, my old graphics card, it doesn't have a proper cooling on it, so I've got a fan that's kind of blowing air under it. I got to be careful because you don't want to be blowing air and interfering with the CPU fan that's blowing air. So it's a complicated little setup I got there, and it gets a little warm, so I got to be careful, right? And doing the Unreal Engine stuff is much harder on a system. Okay, so yeah, this is where I'm getting closer to being able to save up to that to get all that stuff that I was talking about. Oh, excuse me. Ah. I gotta drink coffee here. Waking up. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of stick to gaming and that for the next month. Anyway, I'll try and like this one sword play stuff. The guy, another guy made a review of it, and it explains why I was having such a hard time doing a recording of it and why it was so laggy. And it's unoptimized code where he had a much better system than I, and it was still a bit laggy. And he said that he had to go into this guy's code to fix a lot of things. But it looks fantastic. Like, I mean, you could do some things. The idea, guys, is that even if I don't do a game, like an out game, which I'm going to get to eventually, I've got ideas for maybe some little stories or whatever too, right? You know, and you can make little scenes, and you know, you look at all these little 2 or 3 second clips, animations that get done or whatever. I was sitting there the other day when this stuff came out. I was gonna combine a bunch of stuff and make a little couple of minute, you know, storyline with it, and then the card overheated, and I thought, oh Jesus, if I do that, I could really wreck something. All right. Now the good thing about graphics cards and stuff in the last 10 years is that when they do overheat, before they get damage to themselves, they just turn off, which is the sign that, hey buddy, you're going too far with this. And yeah, and I've been really heavy duty using the card in the background here, doing stuff with that landscape, and I'm talking to the Blender guys, and you know, and getting back to that, I was waiting for a rigging tutorial and stuff like that, right? And I finally find out why. I was in a live stream watching Blender, and they had the comments off, and I think I'm one of me and a few other people waiting for some things.
Prophet did not
Or the
mention what
reason.
a bore you can be.
And it's because they kept adding features, and you can't, and they might change a user interface along the way of doing that. And then they did a freeze. And now that they've done the freeze, a lot of these tutorial guys are starting to do their thing, right? So, yeah. Now we can finally get back at it. And I explained to the one guy where I'd been to like 6 of these big Blender guys, right? And their pages, and I was like, I think by the 6th guy, I kind of snapped. And this is why, you know, he's a good guy. I explained what was going on, and he and he said, "Well, I get the frustration. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, we all get there sometimes. Blah blah blah." And then that makes you feel like a human being, and you go, "Well, I'm sorry, I did this, and then I said that, and blah blah blah," and you carry on, and it makes a good friendship because I see things he does, and I give him back the idea too, right? And this is part of the collaboration that you get between a tutorial person and creative people, right? I've taken some of their stuff and modified it and done things with it. And like what will eventually happen here is when I go to do something that's a little more high end with a better graphics card, and I'm able to do some of these better things, I'm going to put a list of every one of these little tutorial guys, so that if you guys want to see how the ideas came about, right? So, anyway. Okay. That out of the way. Blah, 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 blah. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. So what I've been doing here, just for a little bit of fun, is I'm taking all my primal weapons that I had on various things. These are the best things you can get in the game, because those stats you see on the right, like underneath where it says primary, secondary, and stat changes, those abilities, okay, are the maximum for that particular weapon type. And you'll also notice that it says plus 250 strength, called the Sans Despair rank 50. That's what you call a strength augmentation to the weapon. And because this was on a Templar, he doesn't get critical hit damage. And I have an item that will allow him not to die. So I didn't care about any vitality. You don't care about anything that gives him recovery or toughness or anything of that stuff, because he's immune to things. So all you want is damage, 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 damage. Right? And as you can see there, there's damage everywhere. That was actually a good drop. And then I got this weapon too, which not quite as good as this one. So you can see there's 7 and 8 abilities with the socket, right? This one only has 4, 7. Alright. And get an ancient ring so that you can augment up, right? And the idea is I'm going to make all this stuff level 1, and then I'm going to go in and get some equipment and level 1 it. And I'm going to put it all on a new character, right? And then just run around for a little bit. Oh, excuse me, I got to stretch while I yawn. Oh. A little bit of a trying time here. My roommate has he's disabled too, and but his disability is in the head a little bit. So sometimes sometimes it's like you're a parent and you have to look after a little child because they do silly things. Gets a little frustrating too, because I never meant to have kids. Just whether it's online or in life around here, it just seems that's the way it works out. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I got a little frustrated in real life there, but having to deal with somebody who doesn't understand what they do affects other people. Okay, so what am I doing here? Oh yeah, there's one of these. So every 5
done.
Things.
Prove yourself worthy of your birthright.
I can't pick up it.
It is too. Right off the hop, right? Sure. Give me stuff that I don't need.
I am returning to town.
Alright, we'll deal with this. Need another common. So, Kadala.
Hello there.
Hello there, sexy.
Don't forget, luck always changes. Do come back again. Oh,
I can't
that's
carry
nice.
anymore.
Can I have it back?
Sure, baby. You want a ring from me? Woo. Can I have it back? Ooh. Oh, are ya? edit.
I'll taste your fear.
Oh, here we go. Where is it?
Your flesh is weak.
Maybe up here. Back down over here. Gotcha! You little varmint.
Full Kathos, guide my hand.
Well, who? Yeah, and I've noticed whatever was going on with YouTube and it messing with my stuff. I got up this morning and quite a few of my videos have doubled in views.
Die!
I think they're realizing that whoever is, there's got to be like this one admin or something who's able to push a button and just mess with people because they don't like it. That's not cool business model, if I must say. I don't know. And I also noticed that there's certain people that post a lot, right? Or comment a lot and stuff. Right? And I thank you guys for doing that. Sometimes it can be a little bit frustrating to do stuff, and,
Back to
especially
hell,
when you don't know
dog.
what's going on, right? You know, like that's the whole point, right? Like it's one thing if you're in high school and you're told you did something wrong, you might be able to learn from it, right? Going to school. And then I found out that one of the words that maybe I've used in the past, okay, is something that they've banned. Or something to that effect. There's like 7 words, like I watched the 7 words from Crowder. And apparently you're not allowed to use the word Mexican. What the? So if I have a Mexican buddy, what am I supposed to call him now? I just don't get this crap, okay? This is why I'm getting in trouble. It's because I'm having a hard time figuring out what the hell. And so is a lot of other people, YouTube. You know, stop. It's just stupid. Okay? We're all people. We're all human beings. Nobody really wants to hurt or harm anybody. Blah, 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 blah. Okay? Somebody else has an opinion. Big deal.
Back
Let
to
them have
hell,
their opinion.
dog.
I don't even agree with everything Steven Crowder says, okay? And I'd love to do a change my mind with him, okay? I'd love to sit down with the guy because I actually have 165 IQ. I might just be able to go, hey, buddy, there's a few things you got wrong. M. Okay, I'm going the right way. Wow! Spin to win, everybody! This is why, you know what, actually, what was it, last night? I sat there and watched, a video of one of the people that, left a like or something on my video and comment. And it was some kind of music, and they had like a collage of their countries, right? Really beautiful looking, place to go to. It's just, that's kind of like, I wish I had money to go vacation and do a travel show proper, A lot of places could be doing nicer things like that. Like, it'd be neat, I want everybody to do a little, it would be neat. Every single person who's a sub to me that's a creator, go do a little video on and show off some of your, you know, the local areas where you're from, you know? Because I'll tell you, you know, I guarantee you, I got a lot of friends that are from everywhere. You know, I'm one of those kind of guys that, you know, I may say things a little odd now and then, and you may not agree with it specifically, but somebody does, you know. And it's not like a big thing. I don't really, you know, I'm not gonna get as upset as I used to about a lot of stuff. These, what do we call them? Care Bears. That's right. That's what we call them in game, Care Bears. The Care Bears are, they're just the way they are, right? So we gotta get used to that. Up here.
Powerful foe over there.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Did he? Alright, okay. Oh, alright up there, you do. You're not gonna leave me alone, are you? I didn't even click on that to pick it up. Some of the silly things about games like this, it makes you do things like pick stupid things up like this crap. So I notice I don't have a specific key. It gave me that. Why did you give me that? This is gonna take a little.
I need to go back.
Oh, geez, I'm creaking and cracking in my bones and everything else today. I am raw. That's why I named him that. Okay. Yeah. I clicked on him. Oh, shut up, door. Stop moving. There. Now stand there for a minute while I decide what I'm gonna do here in life. Okay. Yeah, I gotta keep doing. Let's see here. I don't have a gem of ease, do I? My inventory? Nope. Nope. Stop.
Prove yourself worthy of your birthright.
Back to hell, dog.
against my blow. I will not be denied.
Away with you.
Killed that guy so hard, he's still alive standing in the door.
Back to hell, dog. Your flesh is weak. The Rift Guardian is here.
Now, you have triumphed.
Genovese, good. That's what I was after. Okay.
My name is Ash, and when the champions of ages, if you have a gem, I am skilled at clever. I'm
Come
here
on,
to help.
stop screwing around. Damn game.
I need to go back. The blood runs true within you. Prove yourself worthy of your birthright.
Still recharging.
You cannot stand before me. Die! You cannot stand before me.
Not ready yet. Your flesh is weak.
The spell shall silence you.
The Rift Guardian has
Show them
arrived.
what you're capable of.
Oh, and in case you're wondering about any audio skipping or anything, I turned the audio quality way down on Diablo 3. And I noticed it's just shit. They didn't just turn down the quality in this game, they made it crap at that level. That's funny. The game just stopped doing sound. It's funny. See, it's like cutting out right there. It can't handle it.
You
now.
cannot stand before me.
Come on. Take his all on. There we go. Come on, click the stupid thing. Let's go. Come on. Don't have all day. Clear the whole level. Thank you. A couple little dummies up here, and that's it. No, that's it. Okay.
I am returning to town.
Well fought, Nephilim.
Okay, and I'm gonna set this thing, the microphone down, and just kind of run through this. You'll see what I'm talking about. Why I just don't want to have this on my head. Sometimes it slips a bit and interferes with me playing. So.
Done.
Are you ready? Then we'll try.
Back to hell, dog.
You must face another trial, my friend.
You cannot stand before me. Volcathos guides my hand. You wilt against my blows.
guardian has arrived.
You have triumphed. Let's see the gem.
I am returning to town.
A fine battle. Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
Smile on me. Back to hell, dog. I'll taste your fear. You cannot stand before me. Smile on me.
Only you can defeat this monstrosity.
You cannot stand before me.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
You have triumphed. Good to see you.
I am returning to town.
I grant you the power. Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
The ancients smile on me. You cannot stand before me. Still recharging. Volcathos guides my hand. You wilt against my blows. Back to hell, dog.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Need more time.
You have triumphed. I'm here to help.
I need to go back.
Well fought, Nephilim.
Fate smiles on you today.
Brave the rift, and you will be well rewarded.
Will Kathos guide my hand?
Just over there! I never imagined such a creature.
I will not be denied. The ancients smile on me. I'll taste your fear.
The prophet would be pleased.
The river.
You have triumphed. Let's see the gem.
I need to go back.
Oh, and yeah, I uninstalled Destiny 2. There's no reason for me to have it if I can't also, you know, share it on YouTube.
The blood runs true.
Sorry,
within
Bungie.
you.
That's quite a game you got there. Oh, wait, I can't see it. No one else can either. Slick move, dummies. That's got to be the, you know, who makes a video game nowadays that only specific place can see it? I think Twitch can work with it, but that's it. That's it. And do whatever. I don't care. I don't care. I didn't want the game in the beginning anyway. I just thought I'd try a free to play game and see what the shooter was like, and it's a leggy piece of crap. So don't anybody with a little bit older hardware try any of their games. They've gone top heavy, and the reason why they're going to get a rude awakening with the free to play is initially there's going to be a lot of people that'll want to try it out, okay? But as they're going to realize it's not the rich players that carry you in the long term. These guys, they come by, they throw lots of money at the game. It gets they do well in the first couple of months, and then things just die right off. You watch, in a couple of months, that 200,000 figure concurrent's going to be like at least 50,000. It'll be Warframe levels at best. And I'd say Warframe is far better optimized for more hardware. Okay. And I say that And I'm not really playing Warframe at the moment, right? If you were looking for a shooter that's free to play, it's far more fun. It's far more fun. See, when you can include more people in your video game, it's more fun. When you go to a specific type of person, not fun. Not fun. Okay, let's repair. Now we're going to get rid of some of this junk. And the idea is I want that to level 25. Okay, and then what I do is I see how this one is level 1. Required level 1. Required level 1. This one's level 70. Well, then I'm going to make it required level 1. And then I'm going to do that with this thing. This thing. Maybe this. We'll have a whole set of armor and weapons for this lad. And then I'm going to plan out here. It's not a bad piece of just whatever. Burn the ground you walk on. Is it ancient? No, it's not ancient. Anything else ancient up here? Oh, another puzzle ring. Holy jeez. Just throwing the puzzle rings at me today. Eee. Dun 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 dun. Flash. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, Flash. Can't do that, Dave. Can't do that, Dave. Sorry, Dave. Yep. No. Over here.
The Order would never forgive me for falling in with a thief.
I bet they don't forgive a lot of things. And anyway, no one said you had to like...
You're imaginative, aren't you?
Oh, indeed I am. Okay, girls. Boys and girls, ladies and gents. Aliens and space aliens. You know, that's what I think's going on. There isn't an alien immigration problem. It's just space. It's the space aliens doing it, man. I'm telling you, it is. It's the space aliens.
Brave the rifts, and you will be...
Oh, I got a feeling you're overshooting again. Open the door. Spit them all over the place.
I'll taste your fear. Smile on
I like the way this level is designed. It's an interesting concept the way it explores things. Imagine a first-person shooter kind of Diablo game.
I'll taste your fear.
Kind of like a Doom, but it's Diablo 3. That'd be messed up. Pretty popular too, I don't know. You know. I don't know if he got killed way over there, but anyway. Yeah, I got that item on every 3 second, something on the board will die. Let's just put it that way. Or be really hurting. Maybe it's hell, though. Yeah.
Back to hell, dog.
Alright, let's go.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Good for him. Where are you? Where are you? Chicken?
You have triumphed.
You're a tough guy. You're a tough guy.
Yes.
Yes. Ursi. Oh my god. Leave it there. Ursi. Will you make this gem level 25?
I'm skilled at clarifying gems.
Really? Tell me more.
You have a gem?
Maybe.
Good to see you.
Hi. Good to see you too.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
No.
I'm skilled at clarifying gems.
Is that all? Talking to computers.
I am returning to town.
You do that. Okay, now we're gonna show you how that's done. We go over here. I'm gonna repair. Gonna wander into this stupid thing because it just does that randomly whenever I go to the left.
The ancients would be proud.
My ancients would make me proud. Yes, they would. Okay, now. Go over here. Click on this thing. Remove level requirement. Bump. There's the one I wanted to. There it is.
Wait, if the tomes contained all these...
Small minds, small goals. I won't judge.
Now, I have 3 things that are all level 1. You're next. I don't know about that one. It doesn't have a socket. Neither does this one. Puzzling. Okay, now I gotta do. What was this?
Are you ready? Then your trial begins.
Face another trial, my friend.
Right, kill them all. That Yoda sort of.
ancients smile on me.
Really, eh? Where's everybody?
Die! Not ready yet. The ancients smile on me. Back to hell, dog. I will not be denied.
The Rift Guardian is here.
Nephilim, you have triumphed.
I get one of these. Yep, right there.
Hello.
There we go, loop-de-doo.
I am returning to town.
You do that. It's looking like I can get a level here. I doubt it though.
I grant you the power of your ancestors.
Sure.
Well done.
2.5 million damage. Well, isn't that a lot? Nope. Now, let's see here. But anyway, you get an idea of what I'm doing with this gem thing, right? Or is it, I just wanted to show you guys how you can make an item level 1. So say you got a character like this and you want to do the next character class. What you do is you collect some items that are cross-classable, right? Like weapons and rings and gems. Because your armor sets are going to be a little different and stuff. The idea would be to collect a few things and then you toss it on the guy at level 1. Okay? And you'll just go up to 70 and then you can start gearing yourself in the lower torment levels and work yourself up. You'll have to do a set of bounties which gets you the gear and stuff like that. But other than that, you know, that's it. Just little tips to allow people to work a little better without, see, because I'm one of those kinds of guys that you know what, I don't like asking for help unless I absolutely need it, right? And that's the way I think most people should be or are, but there are some people that constantly always ask for help, right? Can I get a power level? Can I get to... Why do you need a power level? You know? Push one character up really high, right? And then get a gem of ease when you do, and make your next character class real fun and easy, you know? You'll be bouncing back and forth like this, and it'll be... Suddenly, in a little bit of time, you'll be done. And what's gone on here is the industry is starting to shift to, oh, but it's for convenience and the casual player. You know what though? The casual player, okay. Big deal. So what they're saying is they're changing the term from whale to casual player. They're trying to make everything into a mobile game too. I don't like that either. Right? I don't, and you know what? I have a phone, but I don't have a SIM card in it to make it work. Right? Why bother? What do I need a telephone for? Right? I had it, and this is what I did. I used my telephone when I had it. Okay. And got verified on YouTube. Had the little check mark for a little while, and then they changed the rules on this shit. You know, like I was actually verified, guys, and that's another piss off about this whole thing. I went through and I gave them personal information of mine in order to do this bullshit, and now they take that away and they give it only to the high-end guys because they complained about it. And once again, we got an Angry Joe situation where they're treating the big guys differently than the little guys. And it's going to get to a point, people, where I'm just done with it. You know, and you can see the kind of stuff I'm into here. And you know what? I said it on someone else's page. I actually literally could program or code an entire website like YouTube. If I wanted to sit down and do it for the next 6 to 8 months, I would come up with it. Okay? I can do it. That's the difference between me and the rest of you. Is I once you push me into a corner where I want to do something, I create it. And if YouTube's going to be stupid like this, I'll do it. I can put up my own web server right like in 5 minutes here, literally. Okay, I'll go get a flavor of Linux or a flavor of BSD I like, and install it. I can put the Unreal Engine in Linux here. I can put Blender in Linux here. I don't even need Windows anymore. That should be... And if you guys think that Microsoft isn't getting worried about this bunch of us on Windows 7 that aren't going up to Windows 10, why do you think they came out with a cell phone that's made with Android Linux? Little statistic: 65 to 70% of all the world's
One time,
traffic.
I miscast the
Shut up,
spell,
you!
and
Shut
Sister
up,
Liza
you!
was
Shut up,
fawning
you!
over
Shut
me
up,
for a
you! Shut up,
fortnight.
you! Shut up, you! Shut up,
It was
you! Shut up, you!
mortifying.
Shut up, you! Shut up, you! Shut up, you! I'm gonna turn that off permanently. It's annoying. There. Anyway, so Microsoft, Android Linux is 65 to 70% of all the world's traffic. You're probably sitting there going, well, Windows 10 is on all the desktops. No, it's not. It's on about 39 to 40% of the world's desktops. You want to know the neat fact? 41% is Windows 7. I think it might have dropped down to where they're about even now. So in one entire year, Microsoft gained 0.75%, okay, on Windows 10. Yeah, that's all you need to know, everybody. That's all you need to know. And for all you developers out there, okay, start looking at that kind of aspect of things, because I don't want a phone operator. I refuse. I mean, I'm not even going to buy a brand new computer. Okay? I'm not. I don't want a computer with Windows 10 on it at all. Period. Zero. No, not going to happen. Okay? That's another point to make. Meh. 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 Bunch of stupid sheep over there at Redmond. They're just stupid. They're just stupid little sick. They're part of that NSA, spyware, peep and Tom, pervert, whatever you want to call it. That's what they are. They're a bunch of sickos over there. The whole bunch of them. You could scoop them all up into your two hands, throw them into the sun, and the universe would be better off for it. Buggers. Anyway, I'm just upset. What other things do? Yeah, tell us how you feel, right? Yeah, and another thing. I screenshotted, okay, when YouTube was messing with my watch time, and somehow that's vanished again. Right? Like, not the screenshot itself, but I should put. I may do a whole thing on that, because Steven Crowder is launching some kind of legal action, and he wanted some people to send some things. But the thing is, if you know anything about law and legal stuff, before you actually go and do stuff like that, you would need to go get some legal counsel too, because you want to make sure that your ass is covered, so that you're not actually opening yourself to liability. See? I actually know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I made a comment on his page that I may be in touch with him, and then he's talking about stuff, and I can tell that, you know, he's being advised to shut his mouth about certain things, which is finally good, you know? You gotta learn to do that. Anyway, it seems they've either stopped or laid off, because I went to bed last night and the view counts were half what they are now. And that's rare that that many extra views suddenly just happens overnight. So, you know, I just sort of, you know, and I, like, as far as I'm concerned, I would rather just sit around and watch some of you guys and just do nothing anymore, and not have to do all the work, you know. I just mess around with my own shit on my own time, and, you know, a lot less people then get to share and get to see what someone's up to. You know, like, it's fun doing some of that 3D stuff, right? Especially when it works. It doesn't work. Yeah. We were discussing, me and another guy. There's actually a website that uses satellites to, like, do height maps and stuff. The problem is, I'm in Canada, right? You'd think those stupid ass Americans would let us be able to use this website, right? But they forced it to be geo-locked, so that only Americans can use it. You know, you stupid assholes. Maybe we should withhold all the aluminum in Canada and turn off your goddamn electricity in the northern U.S. Hey? We are losing money at doing that for you, eh? Isn't that a nice thing? A friend loses money to help you have some electricity. Maybe you should start paying your own goddamn way. Hey? Capitalists, right? Isn't that what capitalists do? Yeah? Yeah. Alright. Just checking. You know how that saying goes. And it's like a lot of us up here are saying, Trudeau doesn't have any balls, because in that trade agreement we had you by the balls. Okay, and if you think that's a joke, right? What would happen if all the northern U.S., we just said, okay, we're flicking off the lights for a day, except for places that have hospitals and fire trucks and police stations. what would happen? What would happen? Chaos. Right? I think even a couple of hours of that would just teach us, just, you know, to start playing nice. That's the problem with Trump, okay? He does not know how to actually make friends. He forces you to be a friend or else, right? And what it does is it divides everybody into two camps. That's it, right? And you pissed off a lot more people than you think up here, Trump. Okay? And I'll say it, you know. You couldn't make up the capacity on aluminum. What else? There was one other thing there, I can't remember. Anyway. Oh, yeah, the Huawei executive. I would have said, you know what? We're going to rip up the extradition treaty with yous. We're going to stop the Five Eyes situation up here and go our own way. Maybe we'll make a deal with Britain and we'll make a Two Eyes. You know, like the two I got in my face, right? And have a nice day. Anyway, that's enough of this.